Good afternoon and welcome to another GP event. A GP event which sees us getting closer and closer to the new season. And with Season Score now launched, you know what it's going to take to be able to get to the next level. So go and check it out. On the free-to-play account, we are going for 95%. We are at 93.53, not that far off. We've got to keep upgrading. So if you want help with your season challenges, make sure, link below in the description. Come along, ask some questions. We can help you. But what we're here for on Saturday is the opening round from this week's GP. It is, of course, the Australian even GP with George Russell, Nick de Vries and Virtue all 10% boosted. And remember, strategy guide for this weekend was released on Friday. So go and check it out, because you know what results you now need. This is what we are running, though, this weekend. We have got level 5 George Russell and level 8 rare Max Verstappen. We are going for our qualifying stats, most importantly, and this is the car. We are not going to be using twin bursts, so we're going to change that out now for Rover, or potentially, yeah, we're going to go for Rover, I think. 124 over 190. This is our setup. It's going to be heavy cornering, and that is the way that we want to go. But up first, race number 1. Let's find out. Well, you know, it's got to be Australia. 100% chance of rain. Let's see what sort of points. So we know then here in Melbourne, we have got a full wet track. So 4 wet is going to be our strategy guide for this race. And this is the race map over here. So 2 places to conserve. But let's get into it. Race 1. Then it's not too bad of a matchup, if I am honest. So we're going to have to just we want race start and cornering boosts. And then we can literally try and give it a go. Let's see where we are at. P12. That's what we needed. That is good for us. Wet is on. So, I mean, I'm going to be using Rooster again. I want a good race start, and I'm just going to waste some boost. So here we go. Race number 1 is up. Can we get off to the very best start? Make sure you hit that like button if you have watched this far in the video. Just give you support, and I want as many of you commenting down below as to how you are getting on. So here we go. Max Verstappen is currently into P9. We are going to get past the improving Carlos Sainz, and we can get through into P7 and P10. It's going to get even better. No, it's not, as we are in. So P7 and P9 is our starting of the halfway through the first lap, and it's going to get a little bit better. And if you have watched my strategy guides already, you will know that half of these, or all of these at the front, will pit on lap number 5. So we have got good work to do, because we're going to be absolutely fine. We've got 2 cars out front. We've got George Russell sitting there in P8. So around what is it, 13, 14, 15 on the way back, you're going to find that they will pit on lap 4. Anyone ahead of that is going to pit on lap 5. We are trying to get, though, Max Verstappen, while he's got good tyres, into the lead of this race to try and get a little bit of a gap to George Russell so we do not double stack. He is attacking Lando Norris, and he can't get through at the moment. George Russell in a very handy P6 as well. So just got to keep at it. We're going to keep pushing so we can create that gap. And hopefully, with the power of the undercut and some clean air, we can come back and take a big win here. We're stuck right behind Lando's gearbox. I'm pretty sure he'll be very happy with that. George Russell, we're just gaining power unit all the time. Let's push with Verstappen. Can he get Norris up the inside? Here he comes. No, he can't. Finding that overtaking is a little bit more difficult after the recent update. There was no changes made, but definitely struggling a little bit more than usual. And you can see, look, we are absolutely reeled in by the AI here. We're going to keep pushing. And there you go. Look, absolutely reeled in for no reason. We were pushing, and we're still pushing. Looks like power unit's glitching a little bit as well. So not the best start. I mean, Norris has absolutely disappeared right now. And we're going to come into the pit. So P2, we've got a okay gap to our George Russell. It's not amazing. We are going to double stack. There is nothing we can do about that. We've just got to try and limit how much that is. Here he comes. And we might actually lose a place to the rival. But we've got no other choice. And we do. We're going to have to be pretty quick on the outlap. So out we come. And you can see now Verstappen is in a bit of traffic. We don't have to pit again. And we're going to keep pushing now with both. Verstappen round the outside. That's a good move. And also for George Russell, it's a good move. Can we keep pushing and get Max Verstappen the undercut to take the lead of this race? This rival is still catching us up, annoyingly. And let's see where Verstappen goes. He comes down the straight. There's Lando Norris just ahead. Where's Russell going to get up to? P4 with decent tyre management as well. So, there is Norris. That is the car that we've got to catch if we want to take P1. Here's George Russell. And he's going to try and just conserve. Let's push again with Verstappen. Let's push again with Russell. See if we can get past. And overtaking feels so hard at the moment. But Verstappen's in P1. And now George Russell is up to P3. Trying to close down that McLaren of Lando Norris, who is looking very quick so far in this first race. Let's push again. Still only got 1.5 laps to go. We're going to conserve through this section because this is where you can really conserve your power unit. We'll make sure we go back to medium. We're going to hold Russell for fire at the moment. Now we push out of this corner. Is this the chance to get P2? Come on. Oh, come on, man. Come on. I don't think we are. I think we're going to have to hold some power unit again. Norris has absolutely escaped off. And we're going to now just try and keep close. Trying to gain power unit, but we're not going to need power unit. Or are we? Oh, he's just letting back past. What are you doing? Now can we attack? Now can we get Lando Norris for P2? Inside line. No! Why can't you overtake? Why is overtaking suddenly so more difficult? P1 for Verstappen. P3 for George Russell. We will take it, but that is exactly what happened in the main account. For some reason, you just can't overtake sometimes. But either way, 46 points. Not bad, eh? Frustration. We should have got that. We couldn't get past him, but there you go. And it was the same sort of matchup as well. And let's take a look at what the rival was running. Level 8, and also a decent car setup. 46 points to start off the weekend. Race number 2 sees us go off to Montreal. And we're starting in that sort of top bracket. So we are going to be doing a 3 soft, 2 soft, and a 4 medium. And on the right-hand side, there is 2 massive straights where we can really gain power unit back. Attacking in the corners, this can be a very tough track indeed. It doesn't help when you've got a very tough matchup as well. So we've got this to overcome in this race. About 100 ahead, P14, P16. So we move roughly 2 places back with each driver. Verstappen's going to go on to mediums and we're going to go softs for Russell. We're going to use that rooster booster again because we've got plenty of it. And I'm not going to use Merlion. I'm going to need a race start boost. So I'm going to keep it simple. I might use a cuppa. Always love a cuppa as Brits, don't we? Come on then, can we get this matchup and get some point? Don't know if it's real. The answer is yes, it is real. So potentially going to drop points in this race, but it's a difficult track from where we are. But let's see if we can get lucky or if we, remember, 40 points plus is a victory in my eyes, regardless of what the rival does. And already we are in to P9. We're going to conserve down a little bit. And then we're going to attack a little bit later in this lap, especially at the hairpin. Really good chance to overtake down here. And we're going to take 2 Ferraris for the price of 1. P7 and P10. We've got Lando Norris, our absolute annoyance from the last race, who now we do get back past. And it's P6 for Russell. Make it P5. and make it a double move for Verstappen on the Ferraris, because we are up to P4 and P8. And that's P3 as well. Get in. Here we go. This is off to a flyer. Rivals back in P2 and P12, so we've got the early advantage over our rival, who has got a significantly higher team score. Can we show our skill? We're going to come back for softs. And we're going to push, because I didn't mean to conserve down. And when you make a little mistake in Champions GP, you get punished. Quite simple as that. So we're back behind Sainz. See if we can get back past. At the minute we can't, by the look of it. We've used a lot of power unit to try, and we're back through. Pushing close on the rival now, who gets into P1. They're going to pit. We haven't got a lot of power unit, though, on our medium runner, who is now into P6. So we just probably need a chill lap, really. We've got a pit on this lap, and you'll be able to see now George Russell coming out of the pits. He should get that boost. And he does so. So P4 and P3. Up to P2 now. We are right behind the rival. So a good chance that me and the rival are going to finish P1 and P2 in this race. With Max Verstappen currently sitting there in P4. Let's push him a little bit. Just so he can gain a few more tenths over the pack. And now he will pit. So good work. That's all we need. Tough matchup to overcome as well. And we've got to keep our head down. It's P2 and P... Where's he going to come out? Long stop ahead of the rival, which is good. Need to get ahead of George Russell and Norris. We do that, and it's going to get even better because we're going to get past Alonso, I think it was. P8, can we get past Charles Leclerc? Probably crucial for our race here. And we're going to go inside line. We're not going to take it at the moment. Can we now take the corner? Yes, we can. Good move. P7 for Verstappen. And we're right behind the rival. Both of us now saving up on the power unit. So we're pretty much guaranteed, I would say, P2. Because we're going to come back at Hamilton pretty fast. And we're going to just try and bring Verstappen through. That's going to be the crucial part as we get P5. So we're looking at about P4 in this race, I think. Or maybe even P3. Let's see what we can do, though. As we push out of the corner, we'll conserve again. There's P4, there is P3. We've got no power unit, and we're going to get into P4. Nice, nice. Where's Russell coming back out? Behind the rival. So it's us versus the rival. We're going to absolutely conserve where we can. It is a race for victory here in Canada. We're going to take a screenshot, and we're going to then push yet again. P1, let's go. Rival. You might have a higher team score, but we are coming for victory. And he's probably going to get us here as well. Oh, he's got us. He's got us, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're towing him back. It's like a bungee cord. We're into P1 again. There is Verstappen. Rivals pushing as well now. Can we get P3? We're going to wait for the hairpin because that's going to be our place to shine as we come out. We come down the straight. Can we attack in the hairpin? Yes, we can. George Russell taking victory here in Canada. What a race. Can Verstappen keep P3? Yes, he can. And that is a huge, huge race in difficult circumstances. Booming, boom, and boom again. 46 points back to back. 1-5-3-2, real player as well. And that is a terrific result. 3 soft, 2 soft, and that 4 medium, 4 medium. Drivers weren't too far off the same, really. The car was slightly better as well. So that is a very solid 46 points. So next up, we have a very difficult track. And if there was ever a reason for us to score slightly less points than 46, then it comes down to this track because it's a pain in the backside. Hungary is up next. It is dry, so we are going to be running probably a 4 soft, 4 medium, and a 5 medium, 3 soft, as you can see. We do have a good matchup, so we will get the benefit of a decent position. and 2 good places. There is a chance we can score good points here. So P12 and P13 is where we are at. And we're going to go on to a bit of frost on the softs. We're going to go mediums for Verstappen on a bit of... I might use one more copper to see what we can do. I don't want to use too many of them. So I'm going to use another one. What can we do? As we go hunting for another big points. Russell going to be doing a 4-4 with Verstappen doing a 5-3 or even a 4-4 if need be. Good start is required. Come on. Come on, boys. Real player yet again. That's what we always get. And it's all about luck of this first corner as we come flying through. And it's not the worst case in the world because George Russell is already moving himself into P4. What a run by George Russell. And it nearly gets better. Let's cut down, though, because we're going to need to protect them soft tyres like a little baby. As we don't... Oh, he's into P3. Who needs to push when you can make positions? Verstappen is bang there, going to take P6 and is now slotted in behind Mr. Max Verstappen. Woo! Oh, and Verstappen's passed down the straight. You never see overtakes down the straight, but today you're lucky you've witnessed one. We are in to P3 and P5. Wow, P1 has bolted Lewis Hamilton. I mean, that is not a current 2024 Mercedes, is it? Quite clearly, as George Russell has put the brakes on. Why is George Russell suddenly put the brakes on? Who did he let through there? A medium and a softs. Like, in what world are you happy with that, George? Because now you've got to let me use a bit of power unit to come back through. So we're back through. And here comes Verstappen into P4. Come on. Scoring points is our middle name today. Get in. I'll tell you what, we could easily get 3 lots of 46. Mr. Consistent, welcome along. Come on. George Russell is all good in the hood, and he is going to come back for some medium tyres now. Max Verstappen is pretty much on this 5-3 range, so he's okay in that position. And, I mean, Lewis Hamilton, quite clearly, has absolutely bolted up front. That is ridiculous. Talk about, I mean, someone's put him with a 10% boost on, surely. But, yes, let's calm down because we're in P4. Max Verstappen hasn't got the best tyre management, even with this cupper. So you can see we're just about 1% short at the moment. We're going to come back for softs as Lewis Hamilton is already coming out of the pits. That's how quick he is. George Russell needs to get ahead of that rival because it could slow him down. Easy. Easy! We've done it. We're into P7. Make it P6 if we can get past Kevin the blocker. Come on, Kevin. Yeah. Here's Lando Norris, who blocked us in race 1. Cost us that 47, and he feels sorry for us now. Moves aside, and we are motoring. Where is Lewis Hamilton? There he... No, where is he? Oh, my God, he's already down the straight. How are we going to catch Lewis? That's substantial speed. As now Max Verstappen comes out of the pits. We have still got 2 laps to go. We are into P2, P4 at worst case scenario. And we are trying to close down on this absolutely bonkers Mercedes out front. We are using all our power units, all our everything to try and close that gap. We are closing it very quickly, but we've got a long way to go. P2, we've probably got more chance with Max Verstappen to be able to catch this leader because he is on the soft tyres. So we're going to cut down a little bit. And we're going to get Max Verstappen through. And there is the Mercedes, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of us. Here goes Max Verstappen into the lead. We are flying this weekend without wings. Absolutely. P1. And can we get P2? We are pushing George Russell. Needs a move up the inside here. Or to the outside. Come on. P2. This free-to-play account is here to be competitive. We have moved at a very difficult track into P1. We've got Lewis Hamilton chasing us. Our power unit is doing very strange things. Come, Come on, don't let him pass. What a win at one of the hardest tracks, P1 and P2. Because we are buzzing. Because when you know a strategy, a little bit of luck, and you can score big. 47, 46, 46. Come on. You do not get this enjoyment on a paid account. I can tell you because I've got one. Wow, 1454. Level 4 Russell, level 7 Verstappen for the rival, and a decent car setup, which is great to see, mate. Just keep working on your drivers. What a run. So then, off to Monza to go. Here we go. The last race of this video, and I tell you what, it has been a stunning start. And this just proves to you at home watching that you don't have to spend to have fun or to absolutely score good points. If you put in the effort and the hard work, you will get it. Now we're going to look at doing a 3 soft, 2 soft, and a 4 hard in this track. Can we? I mean, it's going to be very tough with this one to score 46 at least. But good qualifying is always what you need. P13, P14 is the positions. Now we are going to go George Russell onto Frost again. I am going to go Max Verstappen on the hards, and we will just use another cuppa because I am thirsty for success in this one. It's a 3-3-2 for Russell and a 4 hard, 4 hard. Here we go. The final race. Can we do the unthinkable? Can we do the unthinkable? Perfect starts, that always helps, but maybe not so much at Monza because at this corner right here is an absolute trap. But it's not too bad because Max Verstappen has moved up already into P9. Russell all over the back of Daddy Boy Stroll, and we're already through. Our hero in F1 Manager has been replaced already. And look at this speed that we have got from George Russell. He moves himself into P8 now. Obviously, Verstappen on the hard tyres will start to slip back a little bit. So expect that to happen as we do try and hold on. But look at that. George Russell is into P7. Can we get another position? Oh, no, we can't. P10 defence for Verstappen. Let's see if we can get through. Yes, we can. We're going to try and make positions when we can. Here's Carlos Sainz. Here's Lando Norris. And we are going to start to manage because we've used quite a bit of tyre to get to this point. And you can see we're on 39%, which is okay. And it's going to be about bang on as we come around that final corner. So pushing as we move Verstappen through. We're going to come back for some more softs. We're going to try and get Verstappen into the range of the cars ahead as Perez gets a really bad exit out of that corner. Kevin the blocker. No! How are you getting past us there? Sergio Perez, go and take a grid penalty because you are now blocking us heavily. Finally, we get through. Now, that was frustrating because Kevin the blocker could destroy our race now. Down the straight. We need some pit stops from a lot of them. Kevin's in the pits. Where does Verstappen move up to? P3. Back for some hard tyres. Where does Russell come out? P9. Got a chance of getting P8, and he does. And now he's got a chance of P7, easy enough. So good work from George Russell. And he's going to get P6. He's flying out there, George. And that's what he'll want to see. P1 and P2 have absolutely flown, and they are on medium tyres. That is why they are very quick. Verstappen's coming into the pits. George Russell is carrying on. We're going to move up past one Mercedes. We've got some Mercedes and a Red Bull to catch, though. What do they come out with? George Russell's onto the softs. That's good for us. Verstappen's out in P6. P6 for Verstappen. Got to keep the pressure on. Keep pushing. Keep conserving. And we can have a challenge at the end of this race. Absolutely. We're going to keep pushing out of the corners because that's where we are a little bit slower than our rivals. We're going to pit this lap. No service required. We don't fancy some expensive servicing this time around. We are P6. We're going to try and just look after the tyres a little bit. Verstappen's in a really good place here. Russell's all over the back of Max. Is he going to get past? No, he's not. We're going to conserve. Can we get Verstappen past? Yes, we can, up to P5. Here comes George Russell, who's on softs, and he just goes through us. I mean, that's not a great feeling for George if he's going straight through him either. So, P5, with a few pit stops still to come. Verstappen is going to overtake at least two of them. And there's the Mercedes of Hamilton coming back out. So, we are into P3, and we've only got P1 still to pit. Russell has got to get his skates on now if he wants to catch and get within a George Russell pit stop. It's 9 point something at the moment. As we do close down then on the cars ahead. We're pushing Verstappen as hard as we can. We're pushing Russell now as hard as we can. Can we get past these? At the minute, no, we can't. Come on, we need these moves. Here is the Mercedes into the pits. So we carry on. Here comes Russell on Norris. We need that move. We're not going to get 46 this time round. We are going to make it... Oh, we're not going to make it into P4. Is P1 going to run out of tyres? Probably not. Is Norris going to give up P4? Yes, he is. What about P3? Come on! P3. P2 and P3. This is not the end of the world at a very tricky Monza. I can assure you of that. That is going to be a terrific result for us at a very tough track. 45 points. And what an opening round you have witnessed. Starting from no higher than P12 on the grid. We have scored very, very beautiful. And if you have watched all this video, let me know what you think of this. It is job done for the first 4 races. Yes, I've got 4 races to do offline, which could make or break us anyway. But with a 1-4-5-4 team score, forgot to check that rival there. That is very, very solid. We have only dropped 4 points. 4 points on this free-to-play account. Absolutely buzzing with that, because you never know. If we get a little bit more luck tomorrow, a better matchups, some luck with passing the AI like we had in the first race where we couldn't get past Norris, who knows how many points we could score. But I am absolutely thrilled, and this is our best opening round start that we could have asked for. After our best qualifying, we've got our best opening round start, and fingers crossed you have enjoyed that. Remember, later on today, 4 o'clock UK time, we will release our F1 Manager Series continuation of our Season 3. So make sure to go ahead and drop a like and watch that one. But let me know down below, what do you think of our free-to-play account's performance so far? Get in. We have scored big, big points.